Everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise. If you're new to my channel, welcome. We have a great community here. So anyway, today I wanted to read on whether or not the Georgia House could, because they've already started a process, but could they fire Fani Willis? And then again, even if they did get something going, Governor Kemp has to sign it. So let's just look at this process and see what may or may not happen. Okay, so let me swap out cameras here and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm using the Under the Roses Lenormand. If you like this deck, it's by, well, it's easy to find, and it's real nice, thick, sturdy cards. I found it on Amazon. It's Kendra Hurteau is the one. Her and her daughter are the ones that invented this deck. It's one of my first ones, but I think this is about the fourth set I've gone through, even though it's super sturdy. All right, so focus in here. Will the Georgia Republicans fire Fani? And I'm going to need to break my rule here, where the woman would be Fani if she comes through, and the man will be Governor Kemp. Usually, my rule is that they're a couple, but this would not be a couple here. So, what is going to go down? Okay. Let me get the cards laid out here first. Make sure they're framed up. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. There's Fani. Yeah, she's stressed out about it. Here's the complicated situation and betrayal. Looks like it's a little bit uncertain right now. Well, okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start over here. Usually I start with the person, but I don't feel like that's the right way to go this time. So they're trying to garner commitment out of the person in charge. That would be Kemp, even though his card didn't come through. They're trying to make the connections. They're trying to navigate safely. Yeah, okay, so now I did not set the intention to ask whether or not there would be, this movement to federal court, because that's, each one of those co-defendants with Trump could ask for that, and I would have to read on each one of them separately. I might down the line someday, but this one is just focused only on whether or not the Republicans will remove Fani Willis. So this is interactions and trying to get, interactions and choices, trying to get commitment here. And it's still kind of secret right now. But they are assessing the law, and I don't know that it's certain yet. I mean, the clouds is hesitations, but it's also darkness, and the dark side is headed towards something new. And I will move to Fani now, because here's Fani. She has the solution and the goal that's like, it's hanging over her, but the anchor card is like someone who's in, like who's just totally in, and they're not moving. But we know that there's talk. They're trying to do that. As far as Fani goes, like she's nervous. She's focused on the details, though. She's looking at minimizing complications. She's definitely in the public eye. But this answer card here, it's confusion. It's darkness. It's total confusion. But the clouds do move. Clouds definitely move. Okay, so this controlling line up here, if I just read it across, again, there are powerful allies, and maybe this is about Fani because, Kemp didn't show up. Maybe she has enough powerful allies and a good plan in place that she's protected. Right? Because that's the solution, is to protect her. With this row here, options, choices, but it can also be a lot. And the fish card can be a lot. The fish card is about transactions. So it could be alternate transactions are at a painful ending. The peace is minimized, though, with the mice here. To have the grave and the coffin card and the mice card on both sides of the lilies shows me that peace and harmony are minimized and it's painful. And that's what she's looking at. She's also looking at complications and betrayal because of these transactional type of moves that the Republicans are trying to get going and bring through. The public cares about her. Complications and betrayal are moving towards, this would be like the news. This is our news card. Moving towards the caring community. This is our social media card here, and there's a lot of social media. There's a lot of attention and a lot of connection going to social media. And there's also there are also enough wise people that could bring through some recovery. But it's kind of small. It's like she's got this small window of opportunity. Let me keep going. So yeah, they're speaking. There's well, wait, hold on, not yet. I feel like I need to bookend some things here. Mirroring in. They're trying to find their allies within the law. In Georgia, they went and changed laws in order to try and take her out, which is awful. That's why we have the bear there. Like the bear wants to sink her. These bullies want to sink her, and that's where they're navigating towards, because they see that as the solution to protect themselves. But will Fani be actually fired? I don't have the scythe, which would be the removal card. But she is looking at this row, and it doesn't. I don't need to do any more cards. Honestly, I think that they will, because this is them in their emotional alternate. They've got this alternate thing. Remember all the alternate electors and all of that. That's the whole darn thing. And there's a lot of them, and she's looking at loss and thievery because of this good old white boys club, and the grave is an ending. This is a painful loss, and she's looking in that direction. The only thing she has behind her, it's like, and she's exiting the reading. This is she's looking towards this painful future, and the only thing she has behind her is like the public opinion. There's going to be hell to pay for the Republican Party, but they've already screwed themselves over 6 ways to Sunday. It's like the public opinion and social media will be having a heyday with it. There's going to be some new caring and heartfelt energy coming out for her. Even if I look here, like she's looking down at this card, she's looking at the snakes. She's looking at she's looking at complications and just this transactional nature. But but then there's some recovery somehow, and it comes out with the news. That's interesting. Let's see what happens. Let's take it a step further. Let me use the Kipper, and let's ask what happens. What happens if she is fired? What happens to Trump only? I'm not going to focus on those 18 others. I just can't. There's no way. You have to do a separate reading for each one of them. And they can be tried separately is the thing. They could be moved to federal court, but then the state laws would still apply. But I'm just focusing just on Trump, only on Trump. How will this go for him? And I think I'll just do 9 cards. If Fani's removed, and this is just Georgia, he's going to go down anyway. But just with Georgia, how does this go for him? I think I'll probably have to move the camera up a little bit. Let me see. There we go. Oops, down a little. There we go. Okay. How will this go for Trump if she's fired? Okay. Well, I said I was just going to do 9 cards. Let's see what we get with 9 cards. How's it going for Trump no matter what? Yeah. I'm going to keep going. But here's our core right here. Okay. Do you need more? I'm going to tell you anyway. Trump and his cheating ass is in crisis. This is like, let's just put the Tower card right there because that's what it is. Crisis, crazy, mental health issues, and it's ending for him in a very painful way. He can hire all the new attorneys he wants. He can have all these strategies, but his cheating it's his karmic path, and this is the karmic answer to the solution his soul needs to experience. Look at this center line right here. I'm going to read just the 9 box right here first, or secondly. So his cheating has created terrible energy flow in his body. He's going to be leveled and with a very painful loss on some level, either health or legally. And yes, he has hired a new attorney and whatever, that's the one for Georgia. But it doesn't matter how much ambition he has and how much creative finance and wealth. It doesn't matter how much secret support he has. I'm not reading these as people. He's still going to wind up here. This is like the 9 of Swords. It doesn't go away. He doesn't have any other means. His Trump brand is toast, except for, if he wants to just pursue it in Saudi Arabia and Dubai and all, those other areas. Whatever. His support is only with other cheaters, and they are being investigated as well. So there's that 9 box. Ambitions to cheat and trying to find support. Well, I keep seeing every week when I read on him that his support is fading. And that's would be one of the reasons for the bad health card up here. The adjudication card is, it has other meanings where, and it should be adjudication. I don't know I guess that's the way it was back in the day, but because this is an end of the century deck, but other meanings for this is being, having a demand to go, like he had to go into Georgia and get his mugshot and all that other stuff, even though they didn't weigh him, obviously, because he doesn't weigh 215 pounds. But what we have here with this card has to do with the demand to, go before a board of some type or go to court. So this is all of his support. They're also being investigated, right? That's what that's all about. Yeah, that's pretty much there in that cross. Okay, so his karma, he's creating new karma as he goes along. That's what's going on there. New karma, and it is having the effect of convoluting his brain to the degree to where he can't think about anything else. So how's he supposed to go out on the campaign trail other than say, "I'm your savior"? Like what? But they're eating it up. And then, of course, that's his strategy. Play the victim, right? This is the victim card. This is the self-violence, self-sabotage card. And that's his strategy. He's been on that soul journey, and I know some of you guys say he doesn't have a soul, but everyone has a soul. So, but I hear you. I get it. His strategy is to keep moving in that direction. Bring in the dough, bring in the grift. That's the ambition. But here's where he's landing. If he's not locked up for some period of time, it's at least house arrest or some major restriction from ever running for president again or hold any public office. This would be like 14th Amendment, Section 3 right here. But we'd all love to see him spend some time incarcerated somewhere, because even if it's just in a padded room in some place, he needs to have some reckoning, karmic reckoning here. If I mirror the cards together, karmic, he's in his own self-created prison already. Doesn't matter how much support he has, he's still here in the middle, just done. Up here we have that new karmic journey that he's brought in, and dueling chopsticks now. and he might even be, because this is our card for grifting, he might even be, he might have some new, I'm sure he will. Makes sense to me that he'll have some new investigation. It's already going on, I'm sure. I'm sure Jack Smith has that going on. New investigation is how his ambitions to grift off his own people. And that might be what does him in more than anything else. I don't know. We'll have to see. There's so much. And then here with mirroring these two cards, mirroring each card together, crazy strategy, crazy brain, crazy thoughts. He's nuts. Dementia, Alzheimer's, all of that. And that's his mental health. To have these three cards together about his mental health, because this is mental, this is health, he's in a box. So his ambition is flat. His ambition is not going anywhere, and here's where he winds up, knowing that he's the biggest cheater on the planet. Okay, I'm done with this one. Thanks, you guys. Bye.